All right, here we are at the Irish Springs trailhead, where I was hoping to come in for Labor Day, but I was injured. My foot hurt and I couldn't walk very far. So here I am 2 months later, in November. We'll see what the conditions are like on the trail. We got some early season snow over the past few weeks. In the past day or so, the temperature spikes back up. And so I think the early season snow is running down the hill. We'll have to wait for the next cold snap. And precip event to get a refill. All right, we're entering the Alpine Lakes Wilderness a mile into our hike. Okay, so here's a clearing, and on the other side of the clearing you can see growing slide alder, the backcountry skier's natural enemy. See if we can get a little better view of it. Really hard to climb through when you have skis on your back and there isn't a trail cutting through it. But let's see, can we get a better view of the slide alder up here where it crosses the trail? Yeah, not really, it kind of tapers out. You don't really see it. Find some other slide alder later on to share. On we go. All right. You can hear the freeway below. Climbed about 1,700 feet. About 54 minutes. And we are getting close to tree line. There it is above tree line. And off we go. Nice big boulder field. Glad I don't have to tiptoe across it right now. Happy to be on a nice trail instead. And here's our beautiful trail. There's a dusting of snow on the hilltops. I think across the way is McClellan Butte, but can't see the top, which is very distinctive, so I don't know. And it's coming around to our trail. We see, oh, it looks like it snowed here recently. At our feet. And swinging around, I think that's Mount Defiance, where we hope to go. We'll see how far we get today, but whatever we do, it's going to be pretty. Here's where we came from. Here's where we're going. And here's the turnoff to Bandera Mountain, just about 2,000 feet up, goes that way. But we're gonna head over to Mason Lake, so let's go. Nice spot maybe to grab a Christmas tree. All right, so we're approaching Mason Lake. Here's the outflow creek going down the mountain. The lake's on our right. See if we can get over there without dropping the phone. Yeah. I saw someone at the trailhead with 2 down jackets on. Some people are cold, and then there are people who don't need any down jackets in November. Oh, look at that beautiful frosting up above. Beautiful lake. All right, a little more footage of Mason Lake here. All the rules to follow. Again, a little dusting of snow. I think we'll probably get up into some of that in a little while. Beautiful. All right, we're about 4,200 feet above sea level. Less than 4 miles, close to it, but less than 4 miles. And here's the left turn to go to Mount Defiance. So let's go see if we can go up Mount Defiance or if there's too much snow. We'll see what's up there. Getting nice and wintry. People have come up the trail so I can just follow their boot pack. All right, we're breaking out of the trees and the sun is coming out. Oh my gosh, it couldn't be prettier. We still have a boot pack to follow. Makes it easy going. Let's see how it is from here to the top. We've left the traverse and now we're on the final little scramble up the ridge to the summit. Well, here we are at the top. There is almost no view, just a bunch of clouds. There are a couple other folks up here sharing the summit with. But yeah, not a whole lot to see today. On a nice clear day, get some really amazing views of the North Cascades, but not today. But it's okay, this was a great hike. I need to get back in shape. Check in again soon. All right, so we're coming back down the ridge and the clouds blew out. So now you can see McClellan Butte across the way. And at the summit, someone was pointing out that there's a giant lake called Lake Kula Kula, K-U-L-A, K-U-L-A, that you pass by as you climb up here on the ridge, but you don't really see it. And above that lake is Bandera Peak. Boom. We'll pass the turnoff to it on the way back, but probably not go up today. Well, I stopped by Mason Lake again on the way down the hill because the sun came out and it's a little brighter, worth taking a look at. Again, that's Bandera Mountain above, and earlier I said erroneously we're looking at Kula Kula, but I think we're looking just down here at Mason Lake. The other lake is off to the left somewhere. Can't really see it from the trail, but you can see this beauty. All right, let's head on back down the mountain. Oh, there's a pika. Hey, little pika. Oh, cute. Yeah, and there's the slide alder. Loves to occupy terrain where there are no trees to choke it out. I think that's why they call it slide alder. After a rock slide or an avalanche, it moves in, chokes everything. We don't have to fight our way through it because we have a beautiful trail. Right, Mr. Pika? Mr. Pika, so cute. So cute. See you later, Mr. Pika. And then across the way, McClellan Butte, very distinctive horn. My ski guidebook says there's a route off the summit, which I think is terrifying, but some skiers can do it, I guess. You can see slide paths coming down the hills all over the place. Beautiful. All right, so we're back at the Irish Spring trailhead. That's Mount Defiance. Just over 10 miles. Took me about over 4.5 hours to walk it. A little slow going in some of that snow. About 3,900 feet up to get to the top. Yeah, nice day hike. Enjoy.